Krieger-Watkins here with another edition of The Scoop from Mason County Press, brought to you by Betten, Baker Ford, and West Shore Bank. And today I'm talking about the Giving Tree with Ludington Area School District Counselor Michelle Kiesel at Foster Elementary and Becky Erickson. And Becky, why don't you tell everybody what your title is?
I am the Community Schools Coordinator for the Mason County Family Link program.
Okay, and this is your first year doing this.
This is.
Well, welcome to the weirdest first year you could ever start a job. I mean, you're probably getting 10 years of experience crunched into a half a year already. So
no one could ever say we didn't do it like this before. So we're inventing as we go.
Exactly. So Michelle, I'm going to start with you. We're going to talk a little bit about the Giving Tree program. And basically what it is holiday donations, helping out families in need for the Ludington Area School District. So why don't you give us a little background of the program and how it got started and how you're involved?
Sure, absolutely. So I believe this is our fourth year doing the Giving Tree program. The school district in the past has always helped around the holidays. And in the past, it had been more of a building specific effort. So each building did things a little bit differently. And a few years ago, the counselors and Family Link got together and we decided to kind of streamline things and help as many families as possible, that we would try to coordinate a district-wide effort to help families during the holidays. And so the Giving Tree was born through that. And what it essentially does is it's a common fundraising effort and a coordination of efforts with all the buildings' school counselors, where we identify families amongst all the buildings that could use a little extra support during the holidays, and who couldn't this year in particular. So what we do is we come up with a common list across all the buildings, and we assure that there's one assist per household. So we're helping as many families and students as we can. And our goal is to help 100 different households. And what it is we collect funds like through our buildings. In the past, we've called it the Giving Tree because at the elementaries, we've had a tree up in our lobbies with envelopes where people could give. And we're just kind of sticking with the name this year because it's been really successful in the past. But what we do is we offer shopping dates for families to come to. This year it's going to be Meijer, and they are given the ability to shop for their family. So in the past, we had kind of guessed at what families might need. And this really provides some integrity and dignity to the families themselves. So they're able to pick out gifts and or just needs that their families might have at Meijer, and it's secure. An LASD staff person checks them out. In the past, we've set a goal of $125 per family, and we're hoping to raise that again this year. And it's been just a really great program that's helped so many families.
Yeah, it sounds, I've been involved in it before, and it does help a lot of people. And like you said, this year with COVID happening, I have a feeling you probably are finding more and more families that you usually don't see kind of coming across your desk, just because it's been a really rough time. So, and Becky, what is your involvement with your position and the schools?
My job is to work with school families from any of the buildings in the district, to work with the parents, especially first, to address any challenges they're facing that might have an impact on their students' ability to be successful at school, and just the overall health and safety and security of the family. So this year, especially, those challenges look like a lot of basic needs. Secure housing, rent, utilities being paid, access to the internet is a big one where really families are struggling with a lot right now. Holiday programs like this. Family Link works on a daily basis with all the counselors in the building. So we work together so that I can help help the counselors, help the families by meeting some of the needs of the parents. So this year we're doing a lot of home visits, a lot of, creative ways to stay connected with families by working together with the counselors.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how has it been with you guys not being doing the distance learning, not being in schools? Has that created, Michelle, how does that look for you? What kinds of things have you guys been doing, like home visits and that kind of thing? A lot of phone calls, a lot of Zoom meetings like this?
Well, you have to get creative and adapt to the situation and the needs of the moment, right? So yeah, I've been doing Google Meets with students. They reach out that way. We also have been doing some home visits, limited home visits, obviously given the pandemic, but to reach out and just make sure that students that we have not seen engage in learning, that there aren't barriers there that we can help them overcome. It's definitely just a challenge for some families who are working to keep their kids connected to school. So we try to help wherever we can. I mean, we've been able to get hotspots to families that have had some internet connectivity problems, help families kind of set up what distance learning might look like at home and structure things. And the teachers are just working so hard, and building administrators and all of the school staff, paras, to stay connected with kids. And we've said through this whole thing that obviously grades are important and education is important, but really we want to maintain relationships with students and families. And so that's our first priority, is to stay.
Absolutely. I'm going to touch a little bit, Becky, I'm going to touch a little bit on the internet, because there's a way that families can get internet help, isn't there?
There are some programs out there right now. The school is still providing hotspots for families. There's a program called an MCAN, which is the Michigan College Access Network program, which in cooperation with the United Way, who is actually who I work for, has provided some grant dollars for internet connectivity for high school students, and also for students out at West Shore. So we are able to access those grant dollars pretty quickly for families that meet the criteria for that. And so we're working with several families right now.
And how can families get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me a couple of ways: through their school counselors, or directly through the United Way office in the Lakeshore Resource Network building. And I also have a cell phone and a work email as well that they can call me, especially since school has transitioned to the virtual learning. A lot of my family referrals are just coming from the community. Kind of a friend of a friend knows somebody needs some help. Other service agencies in the community refer to me as well. So,
okay, cool.
I want to hear from everybody.
I would encourage school families to reach out to their school building first. So those problems can be solved through working with the school counselor and the building administrator. And then, if need be, we can always refer over to Becky for additional assistance through United Way.
Now, Michelle, how can people get involved with helping with donations for the Giving Tree? Is there a link they can go on? Can they send money to the school? What's the easiest way, and then we'll kind of go from there?
Sure. Yeah. So the easiest way, and we hadn't done this in the past, but we had to get creative this year since we're not physically in the building. So we were able to work with the school district to set up a PayPal account. And so people can click a link, and maybe you can even attach it to this video if I was able to get that to you. So it's one click, and you can make a secure donation that way. So that is really the easiest thing to do. And those are tax deductible too. So feel free to get in touch with us if they would, people making a donation would like that letter. Some people aren't comfortable doing the electronic donation, so we'll still accept checks that can be sent this year to the CBO, and I can attach that address here. So you just write those checks to LASD with holiday help in the memo line, and then those will get allocated to our account. So that's really what we need this year. Our PayPal initiative has already done pretty well.
Awesome.
So if people can continue to give that way, if they can find it in their hearts, $125 sponsors one family. So, I mean, not everybody can afford that. So really any donation is going to be impactful this year.
All right, great. Anything else you guys want to touch upon with the program, or just anything else happening at the schools that you want people to know about? Because we do have a lot of viewers that, watch this. So this is your platform.
I want to thank you for reaching out to us, and this is just going to be so helpful putting this information out about the holiday program. That's really, and I thank all of the community members for being supportive of the school this year. It's been a rough year, but everybody is working really hard. And my message to folks trying to help their students at home would be to just hang in there. Reach out to the school if you need help. There are so many people that are willing to assist this year.
Okay, great. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kate.
It's a really important program. And like we said before, with COVID happening this year, it's definitely more needed than ever this year. So if you have any extra funds that you're looking to donate over the holidays, check out the Giving Tree and Holiday Help with the Ludington Area School District. Hi, I'm Kate Krieger-Watkins, and I'm here today at Betten Baker Ford with Kelly Mahar. How are you?
I'm doing fine today, Kate. How about yourself?
I'm good, and we're here to talk about winter driving.
Absolutely.
What are some things you need to consider while you're driving during the worst season of the year, is I think?
Well, absolutely. There's some basic ground rules, if you will, about winter driving, Kate. First of all, make sure you got enough gas in the car. It doesn't always hurt to have at least a half a tank.
Okay.
Scrapers are always a good thing to have as well. Make sure your cell phone is charged if you have one. Call your friends or family ahead of time to let them know you're on your way. A blanket is always a good thing to have too. All right. In deep snow, little safety bags like some kitty litter to help dig out, as well as like a shovel to have, and so forth. And then always remember, you've got 911 in case you need them.
Right, and let's talk a little bit more about tires.
Oh, tires, good point. All right, you definitely want to make sure that you got snow tires or all-season tires. If you have any concerns about the tread, feel free to bring it into our service department. They can do a nice check on your tread, make sure they're deep enough, make a recommendation should you need tires as well, Kate.
All right, great. Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome. Happy holidays.